Hi everybody. Now I wonder if anybody can remember my name. Yes, it's Julie. Great. And it is lovely to be here today. And I thought I would read you a story. And it's one of my favourite stories. Has anybody ever heard this story? Yeah, it's called Guess How Much I Love You. And it is a brilliant story. So I'm going to read this for you now. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Can you stretch out your arms? Stretch them out wide to show how much you love somebody. Fantastic! Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, he said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare, and he stretched up as far as he could. Can you stretch up to show somebody how much you love them? Stretch really tall, really, really tall. Brilliant! Well, said Big Nut Brown Hare, I love you as high as I can reach. Oh, that is quite high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms as long as that. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had a good idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way to my toes, he said, standing on his head. I love you all the way to your toes, said Little Nut Brown Hare, and swung him up over his head. Now, I don't want you trying that one, mind. No swinging people around. I love you as high as I can hop, said Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. Can you hop? Yeah, fantastic. But I love you as high as I can hop, said Big Nut Brown Hare with a smile, and he hopped so high that his ears touched the branches above. Oh, that is good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop as high as that. I know, he said. I love you all the way down the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. Well, I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes out into the big night sky. Nothing could be further than the sky, he thought. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and he closed his eyes and went to sleep. Oh, that is far, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very, very far. Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves, and he leaned over and kissed him good night. Then he lay down close by, and he whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back again. Isn't that just a great story that tells us that we can be loved and we can love somebody right up to the moon and back again? again. How far is that? That is brilliant, isn't it? And do you know, for me as a Christian, I believe that God loves us all the way to the moon and back again too. And that's just fantastic. So if we're ever scared or we're ever not sure of anything, just remember that somebody loves you to the moon and back, and somebody including God. Fantastic. I hope you enjoyed our story this week, and maybe I'll come and read you another story very soon. So have a wonderful week, everyone. Bye.